All of you welcome my dear Zins and viewers. Just I want to discuss what is statics and probability for standard 8 class. Let us see here. In this topic only I want to discuss what statics. Okay. So first of all, when we want to discuss about the statics, then one word is come that what mean by the statics का meaning क्या होता है, what is the uses of the statics in our present life, from where static word derived. Okay, just let us start here. Now in this topic, just I want to introduce what topic history of the statics data, types of the data, observation, range, frequency and frequency table in briefly. So please be carefully listen and just you can say that first of all just I want to discuss what brief explanation. The brief explanation of the statics. The term statics derived from the word state was used to refers to a collection of the facts of the interest to the state. जो भी इंसियंट टाइम जो भी होती थी आपका रूलर्स थे, एक आपका स्टैटिक्स वर्ड यूज करते थे फॉर द कलेक्शन ऑफ द इंफॉर्मेशन फॉर द स्टेट. Okay, in economically or you can say that administrative in reason. So generally the word statics come in the mathematics also. A systematic collection of the data on the population in the economic was begun in the Italian city state of the Venice and the Florence during the Renaissance. तो उसमें जो भी इकोनॉमिकली कंडीशन और जो भी सिस्टमेटिक पॉपुलेशन इंफॉर्मेशन जो भी कलेक्शन की जाती थी, देन द वर्ड स्टैटिक्स वर्ड यूज की जाती थी रूलर के द्वारा. अब जो भी वर्ड से हम लोग का है, वी कलेक्ट द इंफॉर्मेशन and interpreted the data in the present life recent time also in the mathematics. So let us start here. In this way we can define statics may be defined as the science of collection, presentation, analyzing, and interpretation of the numerical data. The definition include four terms: collection of the data. First of all, in the statics, we need to collect the data, presentation of the data. Okay, there are the different mode for the presentation of the data. There are the different medium for the way for the presentation of the data, analyzing of the data, and interpretation of the data. Let us start here. So first of all, when we want to discuss about the statics, then the word comes data. What means this data? From where data? It is the collection of the well-defined informations in the form of the, you can say that numerical form, you can say that figure, symbolically form. So different type of that you get this will be combination of the data. Okay, let us see. Already you have studied in the previous class also. Just I want to now discuss in the explanation. So I want to discuss only in the briefly data collection method. In the how many way we collect the data. So first of all, there are the two primary way for the collection of the data. First of all, primary, and the second one is the secondary data. The primary data collection means directly information, or you can say that observation collected by the observer. Okay, by going their site on observing that. So for that as an example, 10 students of your class obtain the different marks observing by their your teacher and collect your information marks it. That will be example of the primary data. When we I want to discuss whether secondary data means when we gather information we consider from the different sources, as for example media, internet, you can say that television, your newspaper, and different source of the books, or you can say that recorded. These are the considered as the secondary data. Secondary data में हम लोग क्या करते हैं, दूसरे के माध्यम से हम लोग इंफॉर्मेशन गैदर करते हैं. एज फॉर एग्जांपल, जैसे एग्जांपल दिया हुआ है कंपनी एनुअल रिपोर्ट हुआ, सेल हुआ, रिकॉर्ड हुआ, रेट हुआ, इन्फॉर्मेशन. ये डायरेक्ट ऑब्जर्वर के द्वारा नहीं इन्फॉर्मेशन, ये आपका क्या हुआ, ऑब्जर्वर जो भी है सेकेंडरी होती है. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, रिकॉर्ड के माध्यम से जो भी है डिफरेंट सोर्सेज के माध्यम से इंफॉर्मेशन को गैदर करते हैं. दैट विल बी कंसिडर्ड सेकेंडरी डाटा कलेक्शन. Let us start now. Just I want to discuss what advantage of the secondary data. अब यहाँ पे देखिएगा कि सेकेंडरी डाटा का जो भी है हम लोग का फायदा क्या है, प्रॉफिट क्या है इन द प्रेजेंट लाइफ. तो इट इन्वॉल्व लो कॉस्ट एंड टाइम मनी. कैसे करता है, जो भी लो टाइम आपका जो भी है लो कॉस्ट आपका टाइम और मनी कैसे होती है, इसमें टाइम एक्सपेंड करने की आवश्यकता ज़्यादा नहीं पड़ती है, क्योंकि हम लोग डिफरेंट सोर्सेस से इंफॉर्मेशन in easy way we gathered, or you can say that we have to no expend the lot of the money to, you can say that for the gathering of the information. So we can say that it involve low cost time and money. Second one is compared to the primary data, less effort is required. In the primary data, observer need to collect the information by going their site, or you can say that observing directly. But in the secondary data, just we collect different of the sources from the other media. So in this way, we get less effort. Next one, third one is earlier a study can familiarize researchers to avoid similar deficiencies and the problems. Fourth one, it can be used for the comparative base with the primary data and better understanding of the current study. At times, certain information can only be obtained from the secondary sources. Okay, I hope that everyone understood. Next one, just I want to discuss about the raw data. Already, raw data means when we collect information, or you can say the data in original form without arranging form, that will be considered raw data. As for example, suppose that we have given here 7169427 randomly. Just I have taken here in original form without we have not taken here in the arranging form. That will be original form. When we gather the information data, that will be considered raw data. As per with the help of the pictures, just we can understood about the raw data. When we have pick up the some object randomly and put in the, you can say that recycle bin machine, and that produce a meaningful data, it means randomly we are picking, there is no order of the collection of the data. So that will be the example of the raw data. Now just I want to discuss organizing data. Data collected in the original form is called raw data. As for example, we are given here raw data 25872268525746. You have no given in ascending or descending in any order, so that will be considered as raw data. Now just I want to define the raw data. When some information is collected randomly and presented is called raw data. I hope that everyone understood. Next one, just I wanted to discuss what types of the variables. So first of all, you consider types of the variables: quantitative variable and qualitative variable. The quantitative variable have also classified in discrete form and continuous form, and qualitative variable also classified in the nominal form or ordinal form. Let us just I want to discuss particularly by step by step. Let us see here. Just to examine a data, so data has classified in the qualitative and quantitative. क्वालिटेटिव मीन्स इट रिफर्स टू द क्वालिटी, ये रेफर आपका क्या करता है, क्वालिटी का रिफर्स करता है. जैसे इट इज गिवन द डिस्क्रीट फॉर्म, स्टेटमेंट फॉर्म. जैसे इट वाज द ग्रेट फॉर्म, सचिन वाज द गुड क्रिकेटर, धोनी वाज द गुड क्रिकेटर. Okay, this is the given when we read the newspaper, the different type of the data given the discrete form, that will be the example of the qualitative data. Now just I want to discuss about the quantitative data. It has also classified in the two different way: discrete and continuous. Discrete means when we are given the whole number form, you can say that countable number form, that is called discrete. And continuous it means refers to in any decimal real number, so you can say that any form, that will be considered continuous form. But when we want to discover the discrete form, just we have to the take in the numerical form, countable form. Okay, I hope that everyone understood. Okay, just with the help of the example, just I want to introduce what the qualitative data and quantitative data overview. Qualitative data refers to quality. Okay, a quantity refers to, already we considered, to deal with the description. As for example, Sachin was the good cricketer. Data can be observed but not measured. Okay, quality is measured, quality is observed only, not measured here. Color, as for example, color, texture, smell, taste, all these are the not content. Yeah, countable noun, you can say that here. Appearance, beauty, these are the qualitative means quality. And just I wanted to deal about the quantitative data, deal with the numbers. Okay, to deal with the numbers, Data which can be measured only when we refers to the data in the numerical form. So originally we can measure it. So data which can be measured as for example length, height, area, volume, weight, इससे भी क्या की जा सकती है, measure की जा सकती है. Speed, time, temperature, humidity, sound level, cost, member, ages. Okay. And quantity means quantity. I hope that everyone understood. Just to explain here, I want to refer to discrete and continuous data. Discrete means data can only take on a certain individual value. Continuous data can take on any value of the certain range. It means when we have given the certain countable value, that will be considered as, you consider number of the pages in the books is the discrete variable. Shoe size is the discrete variable. Okay, number of the people in the race is the discrete variable. But just when we want to discuss about the continuous, the length of the film is the continuous variable, and temperature is the continuous variable, and time taken to the run race is a continuous variable. So in this way we able to understood about the difference between discrete and continuous data. I hope that my dear students, you able to understood. Just finish is already, you know that range means is the difference between greatest and the smallest value. Already you are familiar. It is not necessary to illustrate about it more. Let us see observation. Observation means each entry collected as numerical fact in the given data is called observation. Okay, so we need to the know what the observation means. When we each entry collected as numerical fact in the given data is called observation. I hope that all you able to understood about. Just I at last just I want to discuss about the frequency. How often something happen, number of the time each type of the vehicle passes, as you have given example. Just to a given here, we can represent frequency with the help of the tally marks also. All vehicles, cars, trucks, vans, trains. Okay, these are the number of the observations occur in the data that will be considered as frequency. I